Hello students, this lecture is all about the sensitivity of moving coil galvanometer and how will you convert moving coil galvanometer into ammeter and voltmeter. So first we will study about the sensitivity of galvanometer. Now what do we mean by sensitivity of galvanometer? As we know that galvanometer is used to detect the presence of current in any circuit. So even when the current is very small, it is extremely small and galvanometer is showing the larger deflection, then we will say that the galvanometer is more sensitive. If even at a very small current galvanometer is showing a very large deflection, then it is said to be more sensitive. Sensitivity means when galvanometer shows a larger deflection even at a very small current. Very small current. Then it is said to be more sensitive. Now see here. Yes. When a galvanometer shows a larger deflection even at a very small current, then it is said to be more sensitive. Suppose there are two galvanometers. When we pass 1 ampere current in one, when we pass 1 ampere current, and in the other when we pass 2 ampere current, both are showing equal deflection. Then which one is more sensitive? In which same deflection is produced by the smaller current. Same deflection is produced by a smaller current. Similarly, suppose you have two galvanometers and across one I have applied a 1 volt potential difference. Across the other potential difference is 2 volt and giving equal deflections. Giving equal deflections means greater deflection is shown, in which case we will say that in which we have applied a smaller potential difference. It's clear? So across which we have applied 1 volt potential difference, that will be said to be more sensitive. Or in other way you can see here, suppose these are two galvanometers. Across the both you have applied 1 volt potential difference, but it is showing the deflection of 30 degree, means pointer get deflect by 30 degree. Here pointer get deflect by only 15 degree. So this one is said to be more sensitive, means which is showing larger deflection for the same current, or same deflection is produced by the smaller current. So see here, now there are two terms. One is current sensitivity and voltage sensitivity. What is current sensitivity? It is the current required here. It is the current required to produce the deflection of unit deflection. The current which means current per unit deflection. It is current sensitivity, means current required to produce unit deflection. Unit deflection means deflection of 1 degree. Or 1 radian. It's clear? Current required to produce unit deflection in the galvanometer. It is means it is numerically defined as the current per unit deflection. Current per unit deflection. Suppose I current produces a deflection of 5 radian. I current produces a deflection of 5 radian. So unit current will produce how much deflection? It will be 5 upon I. This is the current sensitivity. Current sensitivity means current sensitivity is equal to 5 upon I. Simply you can say that it is the deflection per unit current, deflection in the galvanometer on passing unit current through its coil, deflection produced in the galvanometer on passing unit current through its coil. It's clear. So I current is producing this much deflection. So unit current will produce how much deflection? It will produce 5 upon I deflection. It's clear. So this will be the current sensitivity. Now see here, as we know that in equilibrium of coil, of moving coil galvanometer, when the coil of moving coil galvanometer is in equilibrium, means it is at rest, then deflecting torque is equal to restoring torque. Restoring torque we also call it as opposing torque. In equilibrium, when the coil comes to the rest state, rest position, under the influence of these two torques, then both the torques will be equal. They will be in opposite direction. If one is clockwise acting, then other will act in the anti-clockwise direction. Now as we know that when we use radial magnetic field, then NIAB is the deflecting torque and C into phi is the restoring torque. What is N? N number of turns in the coil, I the current which is flowing through galvanometer, A area of the coil means area of cross section of the coil, B the magnetic field where the coil is placed. Magnetic field is that region where the coil is placed. What is C? It is the torsional constant of the spring which produces the restoring couple. And what is phi? It is the angle by which the coil has deflected. Angle by which the coil has deflected. And by the same angle, there will be the twisting in the coil. There will be the twisting in the turns of the spring. There will be twisting in the turns of the spring. So in equilibrium, both will be equal. Now if you find out phi upon I from here, so you will find that phi upon I will be equal to NAB upon C. It will be equal to NAB upon C. Therefore, current sensitivity which is equal to phi upon I is also equals to, you have deduced that phi upon I is what? NAB upon C. NAB upon C. So this is another formula of the current sensitivity. Now there is a terms voltage sensitivity. Voltage sensitivity in the same way, voltage required to produce unit deflection. Voltage required to produce unit deflection or deflection per unit voltage. Deflection per unit voltage means, see here, you can see voltage sensitivity. It is the potential difference applied across the coil of moving coil galvanometer which produces unit deflection. Means how much potential difference applied across the coil will produce the deflection of 1 radian. Suppose on applying a potential difference V, deflection produced is equal to 5 radian. So unit deflection will be how much deflection will be produced by 1 volt? It will be equal to unit voltage will produce how much deflection? Phi upon V. So this will be equal to the voltage sensitivity. This is the formula of voltage sensitivity. Now see here, this voltage sensitivity can also be written in that way. Voltage sensitivity can also be written as in the terms of NABC. Sensitivity. So as you know that this is equals to phi upon V, and V you can write as I into R. Now we know phi upon I is what? NAB upon C. So it will be equal to NAB upon C into R. Means voltage sensitivity that will be equal to NAB upon C into R. That will be equal to NAB upon C into R. Now see here, how can you increase current sensitivity and voltage sensitivity? So if you see the formula here, current sensitivity is NAB upon C, voltage sensitivity is NAB upon C into R. It's clear? Now here, what is R? R is the resistance of the coil. R is the resistance of the coil. It's clear? Here you can write R is the resistance of coil of galvanometer. Now how can you increase the current sensitivity, or how can you increase the voltage sensitivity? So current sensitivity can be increased either by increasing N, or by increasing A, or by increasing B, or by decreasing C. Similarly here, either you increase NAB or decrease C, current voltage sensitivity will be increased. But we cannot increase the number of turns N, number of turns N, and area of cross section of coil. That is A. That cannot be increased beyond a limit. And why we cannot increase N and A very much? Because if you increase N and A, then what will, if you increase N, then what will happen? There will be a very long length of the coil. And when there will be a very long length of the coil, the value of R will also increase. The resistance will also increase because the coil is very thin. Coil is made up of thin copper wire. It's clear? So though the copper is having low resistivity, but because of the very long length, what will happen? Resistance will become very high. Then if you increase the area of the coil, then what will happen? The galvanometer will become very much bulky. Its size will become very big in size. It will become very big in size if we use a coil of bigger area of cross section. As well as these two will also increase the weight of the coil. If you increase the number of turns, area of cross section, weight of coil will be increased. It's clear? So we cannot increase the value of N and A to a very high value. It can be increased but cannot be increased to very high value because of these restrictions. Because if you increase N, R will also increase. If you increase A, that mass of the coil will increase. Galvanometer will become very much bulky. It's clear? So we will increase it up to a certain limit only. But B we can increase very high. And how can you increase B very high? As you know that coil is placed in between the concave cylindrical magnetic pole pieces. Concave cylindrical magnetic pole pieces, which produces a strong magnetic field. At the position of coil, it produces a very strong magnetic field. Secondly, how can you increase B? By using a powerful concave cylindrical magnetic pole pieces which produces a strong magnetic field at the position of coil. Secondly, we can increase B by one more way. Here in the, suppose this is the coil. Inside the coil we will place a laminated soft iron core. This laminated soft iron core will be placed. And when you will place the laminated soft iron core, this is the laminated soft iron core. When you will place the laminated soft iron core, what will happen? Because of this external magnetic field, this soft iron core will hugely magnetize. It will magnetize very hugely. And when it will magnetize very hugely, suppose here there is a magnetic field of 1 Gauss, then its magnetization will produce a magnetic field of 5000 Gauss in this area. In this area, it will increase by 5000 Gauss. And how? By self-magnetizing in the direction of magnetic field. By self-magnetizing in the direction of external magnetic field. So it will hugely magnetize. And when it will hugely magnetize, so what will happen? The value of B will be increased. So value of current sensitivity can be increased by increasing N, A and B. N and A we cannot increase to very high value. That's why B is increased by this way. By using concave cylindrical magnetic pole pieces which produce a radial magnetic field and which is very strong at the location of coil, because all lines of force are going through this way. All lines of force are closure here. In this region they are closure. It's clear? Secondly, by placing the laminated soft iron core within the coil, laminated soft iron core within the coil, which will self-magnetize because of the magnetic field of the pole pieces to a very huge value. Now thirdly, we can decrease this C. In order to increase the current sensitivity, in order to increase the voltage sensitivity, you can see here voltage sensitivity is also NAB upon C into R, the same thing will be here. So in order to increase current sensitivity or voltage sensitivity, we can decrease C. And how will you decrease C? So C can be decreased by using a thin phosphor bronze strip, thin and long phosphor bronze strip, thin and long phosphor bronze strip which is used to suspending the coil. This should be long and thin. It's clear? C can be decreased, torsional constant of the spring. That can be decreased by using a thin and long phosphor bronze strip. It's clear? C can be decreased. I am writing here, can be decreased by using thin and long phosphor bronze strip, as well as by using the thin phosphor bronze spring, as well as using thin spring. Thin spring which produces, spring is producing the restoring couple. It is producing the restoring couple which opposes to the deflecting couple. When torque will act upon it, when deflecting torque will act upon it, it will start rotating. Because of its rotation, the turns of the spring will get twisted. They will twist more and more as the coil rotates more and more. So the value of C can be decreased by using thin spring. It's clear? So these are the factors on which the current sensitivity and voltage sensitivity depends, and these factors are very important.